For months, the world watched. Bombs, sirens, shattered streets. Gaza became a symbol of pain, resilience, and unimaginable loss. But today, the guns are silent. The war has finally ended. After relentless conflict, a ceasefire was declared. Not just a pause, but a promise, a fragile thread of hope woven through grief and ashes. In Gaza, silence used to mean fear. Now it carries a question: what comes next? Families step out from the remnants of homes, cradling photos of those who will never return. Streets once full of smoke now fill with whispers of rebuilding. This war was measured not in days, but in lives. Thousands lost, generations scarred, children who learned the sound of drones before the sound of playgrounds. But amidst grief, people rise. Doctors reopen shattered clinics. Teachers gather children under tents. Humanity, stubborn and unstoppable, begins to breathe again. The world has turned its eyes to Gaza, not with cameras of war, but with hands of aid. Nations pledge support. Activists demand justice.
Rebuilding begins brick by brick and law by law. Yet promises on paper mean nothing unless they reach the people living in ruins. Hope in Gaza is not naive, it's rebellious.
A child kicks a ball in a crater and calls it a field. A bride walks through a broken street and calls it a wedding aisle. They are not waiting for peace, they are creating it. An end of war is not the end of struggle. True peace demands justice, freedom, the right to live without fear. Will the world demand accountability? Will leaders choose diplomacy over division? Gaza's future depends on these answers. From the ruins, a message rises. Do not remember us only in war. Remember us in rebuilding, in living. The war has ended. Gaza still stands, scarred but standing. And now begins the hardest journey, not survival, but healing. War writes history, but peace. Peace writes the future. For every life lost, may we build a world where none are forgotten.